you're all well. Today I am here to chat to you about some of the Christmas romances on my TBR at the moment. Books that I really want to get to, but because I see Christmas, the book for reading Christmas books, as the back end of November and all of December, I don't always get a chance to get to them because there's always other stuff I need to get to on top. So this is a selection of books. Some of them have been on my TBR for a while, some of them are very, very recent, and I'm very excited about them. So I gave you some recommendations of books that I have read, Christmas books I have read, and now this is a bunch of Christmas books on my TBR. Could also be another recommendations video, but I haven't read them, so I can't tell you whether or not I enjoyed them. Some of these you may have seen in my actual December TBR the other day when I was deliberating between a few books for some different prompts. I just have a selection of 7 books here. One of them has just been gifted for my birthday and I just unboxed it in my birthday unboxing. So I am filming some of these videos back to back right now. And I've put my little reindeer antlers on because I completely forgot I had these, then found them the other day when clearing out the box room a little bit after I'd already filmed my December TBR, so I'm a little bit gutted about that. So we're going to film them in this we're going to wear them in this video. It is what it is. But yeah, I have 7 books to go through with you. The first 2 have been on here since at least last year, if not a little bit earlier, and they are Christmas in Mistletoe by Claire Lydon. I believe that this is queer. What if you hate Christmas but get stranded in Mistletoe? So we're following Fran Bell, who is a music exec, and she is literally married to her job, but her parents moved to a small town called Mistletoe and she just wants to work through Christmas. However, when she tells the locals this, they're in absolute despair over it, etc, etc. And then she meets Ruby, who is a singer. Now, she's met Ruby before. These two did not get on last time they met each other, but they're thrown together to organise a Christmas festival in the local town, and it looks like their relationship is going to start to thaw. But when old tensions boil up, can Fran and Ruby make the mistletoe magic stick? On the back it does just say, well, it's got the synopsis obviously, but it also says brings you a festive story to pep up your year, set in a twinkly village with a cast of laugh out loud characters. If you love Hallmark Christmas movies but have been longing for one with 2 female leads, it's time to get swept up in this Christmas cracker of a romance. Sounds fantastic. I love me a good Hallmark Christmas movie, so this sounds right up my street, and also queer. Sign me up. Like, it sounds so good. And how cute is this cover? Very cute indeed. I haven't read from this author before, but I am very intrigued to do so. And then the other one that I do have from last year is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane. You will remember, if you've seen the Christmas romances that I recommend, that I ended up reading Make You Mine This Christmas instead last year, because the stories are quite similar, I believe, between those two. So I ended up reading that one last year. Didn't want to read them back to back because I would end up enjoying one more than the other, solely on the basis that I read them back to back. It happens very regularly to me, unbeknownst to me when I pick the books up, obviously. So I try and prevent myself from doing that these days. Okay, so I remember how similar they are now. So this is following Ellie, who has a fantastic job. 1 year ago she had a fantastic job in Portland, and she had her dream job in animation and at a Christmas Eve bookstore meet cute with a woman she fell in love with over the course of the night. However, in the morning there is a bit of a betrayal and she never sees the woman again. She then very quickly loses her job and ends up working at this cafe. Now, the cafe store owner Andrew ends up proposing to her that they have a marriage of convenience so that he can get his inheritance, and it would give her some money as well. So to keep up the ruse, she goes back with Andrew to his family for Christmas and ends up meeting his sister Jack, who is the girl she met at the meet cute and fell in love with. This is a very similar plot line to Make You Mine This Christmas. So if you've read this and enjoyed it, you will love Make You Mine This Christmas, and vice versa. If one or both of these are on your radar, then I would pick up the other one if you enjoy it. But I'm very excited to read this one because I really did love Make You Mine This Christmas, and I ended up picking that one up because it came in the Afterlight box, and I hadn't seen it before, but I'd seen this about everywhere, so I wanted to give that one a chance instead. So I ended up picking that one up, but I really do want to get to this one. I would love to get to it this year. I just don't know if I'm going to have the time, unfortunately. But yeah, Very intrigued by this one. Again, very cute cover and also queer, which is fantastic. So another queer romance, Christmas romance that I am here for 100%. I don't think we see enough of them, so I'm very excited to see some more. Then we do have a Holly Jolly Ever After by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. I read the first one in this series, which was A Merry Little Meet Cute, and I did recommend it in that video, so I really enjoyed that one. It was so much more steamier than I anticipated. So in this one we're following Winnie Baker, and if I remember correctly, Winnie was one of the side characters in the first book. She has been cast in a steamy Christmas romance movie, but she's never had sex before, so she's wondering how she's supposed to pretend she's steamy in this movie if she's never done it before. She doesn't know what she's doing. Cue Callum Lieberman, who's an ex-boy band member known exclusively for his reputation in the bedroom after a sex tape leaks. They end up with this agreement that he will help her with research for in the bedroom, etc. But how do you keep that professional and for the cameras only, and etc, etc. It says opposites attract in this spicy holiday rom-com, and I'm very excited about it. They say opposites attract, and that makes this co-star with benefits set up extremely dangerous indeed. And I'm really hyped because I super duper enjoyed Merry Little Meet Cute, so I'm really hyped to move on to this one in this series. And I'm hoping that we see the previous characters from that book in this series as well continue to have some crossover, because that would be nice. Then I do have a short one which I did recently buy because I saw that Olivia was reading this one on her Instagram stories, and I wanted to get hold of it because it looked really cute. A Match Made at Christmas, a Nantucket love story by Courtney Walsh. Can't remember. Oh, I have read from Courtney Walsh before, A Cross Country Christmas, which again I recommended in that video. This one is following Hayes Maguire and Prudence. Hayes Maguire never believed in the stories about a famous Nantucket matchmaker until she ropes him into taking over her duties when she's off island for Christmas. So he enlists the help of the one person he can trust with this crazy scheme, his best friend Prudence. And with a series of rules, a book of success stories, and the promise of Christmas magic, the pair of old friends set out to make their Christmas match. Little do they know, the magic doesn't discriminate, and they soon find their years of friendship deepening into something more. Will Prue and Hayes ignore the electricity in the air between them, or will they become more than just a match made at Christmas? Sounds adorable, not too long, very excited for it. I truly loved A Cross Country Christmas, so I'm very excited to have another Christmas book from Courtney Walsh. So yeah, very hyped for this one indeed. Then we do have Afterlight's November December read for this year, and it is Second Chance in Newport Stephen by TJ Alexander. This doesn't look very Christmassy, but it is supposed to be. Like on the back window there is like tinsel around the window and stuff like that, so it is supposed to be set at the holidays. It's set throughout December and it looks really, really cute. How cute is this? This is going to be another queer romance and I'm really, really hyped for it. So this is following Eli Ward, who hasn't been back to his hometown of Newport Stephen in Florida in ages. Post-transition, he's a completely different person now, and you know, the memories of going back there and stuff, but there ends up being a scandal that threatens his TV writer and comedian career, and he has no choice but to return home for the holidays. He can only hope he'll survive his boisterous, loving but often misguided family and hide the fact that his dream of comedy success has become a nightmare. He does, however, bump into his ex, Nick Wu, who's divorced and in his 40s. Nick's world revolves around his father, his daughter and his job, but even a busy life can't keep him from being intrigued about the reappearance of Eli. Against the backdrop of one weird Floridian Christmas, the two must decide whether to leave the past in the past or move on altogether. Or move on together, sorry. This is such a cute book and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, I think after the success of Make You Mine this Christmas, I am hyped to get to another Afterlight Christmassy romance. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Also really happy that both of their Christmassy romances have been queer. Good job, Afterlight. Nicely done. Then I did get the Christmas Fix, sorry, by Lucy Score. I literally picked this up because it's Lucy Score and it's had the word Christmas on the title. I know nothing about it. This is literally the only reason I picked it up. She'll save Christmas just to spite him. When a late season hurricane hits Merry, Connecticut, city manager and single dad Noah Yates has to inform the already devastated residents that there won't be a Christmas festival this year. No festival means no tourism dollars, a disaster of epic proportions for his hometown. But when home renovation expert slash smoking hot reality TV star Catalina King shows up with a camera crew and a budget big enough to put the town back together again, Noah balks hard. The last time Kat was in town, she stirred up trouble everywhere she went. Residents are still talking about the town's first and only bar fight. Noah doesn't need a TV diva capitalising on his town's tragedy or filling his daughter's head with glitz and glam. Kat is ready and willing to put Mary back into Christmas mode with a holiday special that will leave everybody believing in miracles and get her friends back in the home they love. But there's one big problem standing in her way, and his name is Noah Yates. He's wrong about her and she can't wait to prove it. Ring those jingle bells because it's on. Sounds fantastic. I am so excited about this. That's the first time I've read that synopsis, I'm not gonna lie. Tell me that you will buy a book based on the author alone or a word in the title. That would be me. I wouldn't mind. I've only read one book by Lucy Score. Listen, I'm very easily swayed, alright? Then the final book I do have on here has just been gifted to me for my birthday by Tracy. She's been banging on about this book since she finished the arc for it earlier on this year, and it is Wrapped with a Bow by Lily Vale. I have heard such good things, and this cover is adorable. It's a small town romance. As a successful film liaison, Alicia Rowe has her heart set on one thing and one thing only: putting her hometown of Piney Peaks back on the map. So when she gets the chance to secure the long-hoped for sequel to Sleigh Bells Under Starlight, a beloved holiday movie, she's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure everything goes smoothly. Unfortunately, that includes claiming to have already gotten permission to film at the historic Christmas house, permission she was very much denied by the gorgeous new owner. City boy Vez Hollins is only back in Piney Peaks long enough to sell the house he inherited from his great aunt. The holidays have always been tough for Vez, and it's not any easier when he's distracted by the memories of a Christmas long, long ago and the irresistible charm of neighbour Alicia. He has no plans to put down roots or fall in love, even if Alicia unravels his hesitation like a bad Christmas sweater. There's no question the two are opposites in every way. Vez is undeniably frosty, Alicia's brimming with warmth. He doesn't do commitment, she never runs from a challenge, but the two get closer. But as the two get closer, they quickly realise that the growing spark between them may just be what the season calls for. Cute. I wish I could read all of these this Christmas. I'm just not gonna have the time. It's such a shame. But yeah, those are the Christmas romances I currently have on my TBR. If you have any other recommendations for me, let me know. And if you are looking for recommendations yourself, I have just done a video of Christmas book recommendations, Christmas romance book recommendations that I would recommend to you, featuring quite a few of these authors and the first in these series. And I'm very excited. If you didn't realise, I love Christmas, so any chance to read a Christmas book I will take it, but I have some other commitments, so I haven't had a chance to read all of them yet. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below and I'll see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.